Okay, hello and welcome to a brand new series. So, in this episode, we're going to be starting a mod pack called All-in-One. Timer and dimensions. Dimensions are generated in a vanilla world that is skyblock. That means you're free to get all of their resources. Your time is limited by a timer display. This timer isn't added by any dimension mod. It's added by the time is up. Let's start. You have to create a party in order to use F. Gotcha. Don't forget to do the quest. Don't forget to do the quests. If you get stuck, this quest book is meant to be a complete guide, but can contain some tips, some mods that can also have a Now we are in the flatland. So we are in the flatland, 1 block mined, although I haven't mined any blocks, but we've mined the block now. We got dirt chest 9,000, which I guess can store a stack of dirt, which is cool. And we got a stack of dirt, so maybe since mobs are spawning, what I should do is make an actual platform for more stuff to spawn. And what I'm realizing now is that there's water down there as well as some other stuff. So, oh, I can't break that. Okay. It may be a good idea to at some point build down and get at that, but for right now I think I'm just gonna build a little 5 wide area that goes out a little bit. And shoot, that's a little annoying. Trying to think of a way to get that back. I don't think there's a way that I could get that back, so we're just gonna build out a little bit right to here. Now let's pick up our iron chest, and hopefully we can get some saplings and tree stuff soon. I don't think there's anything we could make right now, because we need 128 dirt. I need to breed animals. I need for sandy bricks, which may be a better shout than using the other things. We got our first sapling. Okay. Is there twerking for trees? Is the real question. It looks like there's not. So what I'm gonna have to do so that we can actually have more space, but right now we're just gonna mine until we get something else, and hopefully that tree will grow for us. We probably should get the tree. We got some sheep though, which is dope. Another sapling. Big. We got another sapling, which I'm gonna leave some space. I wish there was a way for me to get grass blocks right now, because right now we're kind of just on dirt, which is a little unfortunate. Shoot, I probably should have tried to save those bees, but I don't know what else we could have really done there. Okay, we got our first pig, which is nice. Also got an apple, and trees still have not grown, which is a little bit unfortunate. We also got another sapling. Which, what do I need for these sandy bricks? I need 10x clay balls. Ooh, we got our first tree growth. Okay. Something unfortunate happening where the outsider what drops the leaves and it ends up throwing one off the island just because they're at the edge. So we just gotta be very, very careful because I don't want to lose anything. And I know I haven't played many skyblock packs on my channel. I don't think major skyblock packs, but this one is one of them that I wanted to give a shot and check out, and it looked a little interesting, but thankfully we were able to get 3 of the warm blossoms, so let's get you replanted. We need more sand, more gravel, or more, not gravel, we need more clay. We got the 10x clay, now we just need 5 more sand, 4 more sand. I mean grass, so that we can grow the grass on top of it. Is gonna be big. 9 sand. Got 2 sheep, which is great. We also got another stack of those guys. How far into... Okay, 90 blocks mined. We've mined 90 blocks so far that we needed. So that's good. That's big. We also got the big... Holy, that's a big tree. So we've kind of got our starting area by these bricks, just so that we have them. That's probably a big, bad decision. I'm realizing right now. That's probably a really bad decision for us to lose that sheep, or that, hopefully it doesn't bite us in the butt. We lost the pig as well, which is annoying. It is what it is. At least I can start to outline this little... I think what I'm gonna want is a 10 block area on the outside of these, but I don't think I have enough of these sandy bricks for that. What are these guys made out of? And what I'm realizing is I may want to, since we've got this, we can go through these sapling quests. So, which I guess we can plop down right here. And then we can make ourselves some sticks. Because I can, I'm gonna make an axe and a shovel. Nope, there's no tree capitation, because at least we're gonna be able to get what we need to get from these, which is mostly just the saplings, but also is getting a sizable amount of wood at the very beginning in order for us to get started on some of the other mods and other things that are in normal skyblock stuff. So, like, we'll need a lava generator considerably faster with this than without it. And we also got both of those saplings again, which is going to take a lot longer now, but it's fine, right? 4 saplings, 5 saplings, it'd be really... But thankfully we have the 1 block, so realistically we could get back things, watch or listen to while they're studying or doing some other stuff. I think I'd be definitely willing to do a unedited and then an edited versions, but keeping the edited version down to like 45, half an hour to 45. But I would love to hear you guys' opinion. I read nearly every comment. I mean, some comments I don't end up reading, especially if they're pretty negative. I'm very interested in what you guys want me to play, so I'll probably do it, depending on whatever happens. Regardless, we're at a fairly decent spot right now. Got a bunch of wood, got a bunch of stuff, and I guess what we can do is make a couple more shovels and just start going at it with the 1 block. And now we just get to mining away at the 1 block, and hopefully we end up getting something nice. Is there a crook? Is there anything in here? A new population, that's that. Cobblestone, shift right click on grass to get... Honestly, this is a really relaxing sound, so I'm kind of vibing to it. We're at, like, a very high amount. I think what we can do right now is it 9? No, it's 4. Okay, so we've made 2 stacks of cobble. We've already accomplished underground level stuff. Wait, we need a wooden pickaxe. Dope. So we got that. Now I need stone tools. I guess I don't need the wood tools anymore, because I've got the stone stuff now. So we can just make a full set of stone tools. The 1 block analyzer can stay in there as well. But for the most part, what I want to do now... Okay, we've got 2 sheep. Does this count? No, it does not. Okay, so it is animals bred, not animals slain. So we need to make sure that we try and get as many animals to spawn as possible. Ended up not killing as many as... What I'm also going to do is every time we get some grass, probably grab a bunch more of these stones, just so we have a good enough. Although, actually, I'm realizing that we're probably going to hit the next thing, which is like the underground, relatively soon. So I want to make sure that what we can do is we can start growing the yellow sapling, and then hopefully we can get some other saplings too. Soon there should be the grasslands, but I don't know how soon, because of course we get lucky by getting the same stupid yellow blossom. Orange, could we get that? No. We got a cow to spawn. How do I get leaves? Is there shears that are like... Oh, shoot, there's silent gear shears. Shoot, we can potentially get a nice blueprint stuff. If I silent gearify my stuff, then we get that. And then the shear blueprints, I can also make the shears the template boards. We get a bunch of template boards. And then we go and we make ourselves a shears template, and then I make cobblestone shears. Stone shears blade. How do I use the shears blade with... Oh, I could just do that. Okay. And that's how I can get leaves for... So now we have dark oak leaves, which potentially we could get other stuff from, but what I can use it for is for the saplings that we have a bunch of extra saplings for. I can use it on the leaves like up here. We can do that. This is also probably the thing that lets us know that we're getting... Yep, we're at the farmland. Cool. Netherrack, and stuff. Okay, so we still need a bunch of stuff from the flatland, but we're now in the farmland. We need grass. Is there a way to get grass? So starlight infusion, filling by spout. That's gonna be a fluid tank, which is mostly gonna be copper, and then is there a way to get grass? Wait. I'm realizing I'm a little stupid. Because what I'm realizing is that I can actually get grass to spread the actual thing by doing this. Because it will spread through this. So now I just need to wait. So I may just... Honestly, what we can do is I have an extra sunny blossom. I can chuck... Got those guys as well. Blueprint we'll chuck in there. The wood we can chuck in there. The foods we can chuck in there. Water, we should make an infinite water source, which I'm going to do right over here. Now what we can do is we just go like that, and simple, nice and easy, infinite water source, and then we'll get some water going down, and for that we should cut down this. I want to make sure that I get a couple extra saplings, but I don't need like all of them to be extra saplings, so what we can potentially do. So since we got some grass blocks starting to propagate from, and we're going to just keep mining through the grassland because we can end up getting some of the better materials and stuff from this as well. And what we really need, we can turn hay bales into that, and then is there a way to get wheat seeds? So botany pots, wheat seeds. So we got botany pots and then hopper botany pots. We also have, yeah, for that path we would need that. Other than that, is there another way I could get it? Plant drops. It looks like for the most part, we'll just need to get either lucky with seeds. Yeah, lucky with seeds, or find a way to get andesite alloy and that stuff, which I don't know how reasonable that is. Regardless, we should be able to at least harvest most of this. We should be able to, in inventory, fix our shovel. Oh, okay. Forget how Silent Gear stuff works. We probably need the very crude repair kit. Is there a way to make... Okay. It probably needs to be broken, but I don't know, it's a little strange. It used to be different. Maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. I don't use Silent Gear a lot, so I'm probably just wrong. If there's like a block of seeds though, that'd be very big. Because right now we've got multiple different types of rice. We're getting petal blocks, we're getting melons, and the main thing that we really need is seeds and wheat in order to grow and breed animals. We also got some rich soil, which is great. Cutting board, is it just anvil repairing, or like can you repair it with other stuff too? Because I mean, like, hey, honestly, it's nice that you can repair things. It's just a little obnoxious. Well, I guess that this is going to be a little bit difficult for us, but it should be okay. I need to make sure that we can breed stuff with the wheat we have. We've got the melon slices, we've got the cabbages, we've got most other plants that we can. I've got carrots, I've got potatoes, set aside straw too. Same with rice, that, just so that we have them set aside. I gotta make sure that I have a surplus of saplings before I start farming, because I know that I'm gonna go through a substantial amount of... What was I getting the leaves for again? It was for something, right? It was... So the leaves were being farmed in order to carpets, flowering, grading, supercharging. What? Am I like going crazy or something? Honestly, I should probably just focus on getting botany pots, but I mean, on the off chance that we end up getting something really nice, it's gonna be so helpful. So I'm gonna get rid of my stone shovel because we're just gonna make another one. Why not? Let's just do this. Easy, taken care of. Now those guys are separated. We can at least go through and take care of even more of these blocks that don't really do much for us. Most of it is axe-related blocks, which is funny to me because, I mean, is actually so necessary in a one-block mining fashion, but fair enough, I guess. Okay, we hit the underground. So, we finally hit the underground. Our first thing is a tin ore from Mechanism. Let's first look. We didn't end up getting anything too different. We do have a little bit extra of, but what we need mainly right now is andesite alloy, which is iron nuggets and andesite. Yeah, okay, so we need the andesites or the diorites, silver ore. I don't think I can actually harvest silver ore, which is really annoying. My Silent Gear stuff. So maybe we look at... There's Silent Gear guide? No. Okay, is there a Silent Gear tab? Wait, how do I have an iron tier? What? I'm confused. Okay. What can we use for tool rod? Is there a more efficient wood, which gives us flexible 1, versus oak, which is it the same? Is the real question. So spruce is stats 1, 1, 1. Oak is the same. Okay, oak is the exact same. Pickaxe head. We get malleable, and then harvest level goes up. We get those guys. We get our flexible, malleable. Okay. I mean, overall, that's pretty good stats, so let's just do it. I guess we'll see kind of what happens at the end of this. I don't fully know what else I'm really expecting, but should be able to mine the higher tier stuff now, because, I mean, I want to make sure that we're able to mine whatever comes in. Just gotta make sure that I'm using the right pickaxe for it. Tin ore, iron ore, we use that for it. Green sapphire, probably gonna be that one. Multi-gem, we probably use that one as well. Copper, we can definitely use stone pickaxe. Cobble as well. Zinc, okay, cobble. I need andesite. I don't fully know what else we should really be focusing on right now when it comes down to... Okay, we got some andesite. We need... I don't know the actually, I probably should do the exact calculations for how much andesite I need. So, probably a better, more effective use of our time. So, we get a hand crank. It's going to be 2 andesite alloy, 3 andesite alloy. How is the andesite alloy made? 1, so we need 8. So, not a crazy amount. It's mostly just making sure we have enough of everything. So, like, I can combine you guys, and we get ourselves some andesite as well, which is great, because we're going to need 8 of them in comparison to the amount of 6 of our 8 andesite as well, which is great. I'm just making sure that we're monitoring it, because I don't want to accidentally... Okay, we got you taken care of as well. Probably should make another chest, just so that we have the space for some of this mining loot. Pop you down, and then we'll put all of the mining stuff. I know I'm going to need the iron, and I'm not necessarily going to need the zinc, because what I can use instead is I can use the iron, because the iron is going to be much cheaper for us. Than what I can do as well right now, melon slices as food, as opposed to having to worry about food right now, which is great. I just need a little bit more andesite, so... should be okay. Every single one of these interesting sounding ores we need to mine because we need to acquire it anyway. So it's more important for us to mine it and get it than it is for us to like try and save. Also, there's a reason why I'm trying to make sure that I keep the loot from these guys. I'm just trying to keep that in mind. I probably should also break down the rest of that just so we have that taken care of. So that now we can go through and boss fight again, where we can mine most of this with the stone pickaxe, which is what I'm probably should be using for nearly everything, but I'm not, because, well, but I am also going to be using 4 of our coal fork there, and then I probably should work a little bit of an edge around most of this area so that we just don't, so we have a little bit of more of a margin. Being careful and making sure that you're careful are 2 very different things, and I want to make sure that I'm careful and be careful. I think that it's important, so that's what we're going to do. Got that. Add the margin on this side. There, perfect. And that should be good. We should be able to do now. Just chuck it there. Grab most of this stuff. I don't know. I definitely think that 2 iron is enough. Wait, no, because I need 4. Wait. Yep, I'm smart. I'm smart with it. I need more good thing of diorite or 2 more andesite. Okay, we got 1 more andesite. Just 1 more andesite. That's all I need. Cobble, iron ore. You love to see it, honestly. Every single one of these is so helpful for us that I'm just very, very happy how this is going. And now we just do this, and got our 4 andesite alloy, which is perfect. Now we can chuck most of the stuff back into here. We've got our 4 andesite alloy, which I think the main thing now that I need is just... No, shoot, I just wasted a coal. We need a millstone. So we need cogwheel, which we need 4 buttons, and then we just spread them out. And we plop those guys down. We get ourselves our large cog wheels, which is perfect. Then we get ourselves 2 things of slabs. Probably get ourselves a 3rd thing of slabs because we're going to make 2 water wheels. And then we need ourselves a polished slate, which is just any stone. So let's just plop our cobble back in there. And I guess I didn't. And now that I'm realizing that, I'm also seeing that I'm probably going to need some more large cogs. So I may need a little bit more andesite, which shouldn't be too big of a thing. I may actually be able to shoot. I need... That's... Yes, I'm a little bit stupid. I need more anyway because, yep, decided to turn my brain off a little bit. You know, it's fine. We'll make it through, but I may have completely negated to remember that we needed 2 more for the millstone itself, which is why I got exactly the amount that I needed, as opposed to a little bit more, which was probably a bad idea. Learning is what life's about, so if you don't learn, it's tough, but if you learn, you're able to move on, you're able to succeed. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do, because otherwise life's hard. There we go. Perfect. The poison's gonna ruin us, but thankfully, we'll be able to just heat up a little bit, and then we can come back over here, chuck that stuff there. Morganite, we got some onyx, we got prosperity shards and furium essence, we got some sticks, we got some extra coal, which is great. 2 pieces of diorite, which is kind of perfect because that's exactly what we needed right now. This is all so that we can breed stuff, by the way. I just want to make that very clear that this has all been the journey for us to get seeds so that we can breed stuff. And also potentially get some lava, although I don't know necessarily lava. Starlight light well, which is gonna be, but I mean, hey, it's, you know, that's all good. So we need to have our water wheels set up. So what I probably should do, up some more, we go back, pop this down, go up a little more, and then what we can do is we plop our water wheels down, plop that down, we plop that down, and then we should be able to. So that's going to go into a small, which is going to need to go into a larger one, which is then going to rotate it and then translate into a smaller one, which should then be able to activate and help us with our milling. So that's the plan. Andesite alloy, which is just going to be reliant on andesite right now. So, I mean, hey, it's going to be a little bit, but that's fine. What is the stats of store versus... I'm going to need to do a stat check on, like, but let's at least get our milling stone set up first. So, opal, which is great. You'll love to see it. Some more coal ores, andesite, perfect. We got 1 more andesite. I need... 1 could probably be enough, because I think you only need 1 andesite alloy for 4 of buttons, and then 4 of an andesite alloy for the large cogwheel. So that's gonna go up, and then translate that into faster spinning through this guy down, and then that should translate into this guy spinning a little bit faster. No, oh, it gotta go big to small. They go big, small, and then it goes. So if I do it like this, actually, the big goes to. I mean, this cow's gonna get on my nerves, but it's fine. Which then will go to this one, which is not right again because yeah, okay. I just forgot how gear ratios work because I don't know. I just turned off my brain for a second, I guess. So we go like that to that, because I do this to that, and then goes to that guy. There we go. Okay, well, that's fine. And then from there, I should be able to just chuck in that, and then we get that, and that's going to be doing that thing. We're getting wheat flour, and occasionally we should get seeds. I don't know how good silver tools are. And also, I'm realizing we can get infinite cobble, so I may want to, next episode, set up a mob. Probably a good idea, as well as I'm realizing that we're getting a lot more zinc stuff, and also that this pickaxe is actually kind of atrociously bad. So let's just use the better pickaxe. But also, we can just grab, we have seeds now, which means we can start a farm. So let's put that on hold for a second. Let's grab ourselves... a stack and some cobble. Let's deposit most of our rarer stuff. We can leave the seeds and such, and we can also leave the cogwheels and shafts and stuff in here. I'm gonna keep the torches just because, and let's go out a little bit. So 1, 2, and we go all the way back. And then we've got a nice, and then the center will be, and what we'll do is we'll do a column build. So this one will be column, I guess row is probably a better term. We'll do the water row. So let's do the exterior. A good nice pathway around the edges. Be a lot safer for us to walk around if we have just cobble out here. So what we can also do is so that more light will shine a wider space around. So if I do it like this, for the maximum, okay, wrong area, there we go, boop, just gotta get all the way back, perfect, and then we go alternating, and then now all this needs to get filled in by dirt, which I don't think we currently have enough right in our inventory right this second, quite a bit. But then all this will be able to turn into, and I'll probably add a couple strips along the sides, specifically for melons and pumpkins. But I think that this is going to be the best way for us to set this up for now, at this current juncture within our gameplay. Because the main goal is getting to end of the series, which is going to be probably somewhat of a challenge. I'm not going to say it's going to be nothing, but I don't think it's going to be too crazy difficult with essentially the progress that we've done in it. If you guys think this is going to take a while, let me know. I also want to know your guys' opinions on if you think this is a good pack that you would like to see me continue to play. Because if not, then I can always stop. It's not something that I'm like fully committed to. I do think it's a little fun, but next episode we'll start by planting. That is going to be the end of this one. GG's. Peace. Have a fantastic day. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, and have a great day. See ya.